Las Vegas. I hope you guys are all ready for Christmas. If you're not, hey, listen, you got a couple more days. Well, good morning. This is Monique Buchanan, the host of the Welcome Home with Monique show. I have a great show for you guys today. This is my first time bringing on some of my past clients so that you guys can stop listening to me and go ahead and hear it from the horse's mouth. Is that okay? So listen, I've got some of my past clients on. They're great people. I'd like to introduce you to none other than Mrs. Felicia Bullock. Hi, Felicia.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
And also her husband, of course, Mr. John Bullock. Hi, John.
How y'all doing? I ain't gonna talk that much because, I'm just playing.
So Felicia and John reached out to me initially, I believe it was around 2017, 2018. What stood out to me about this couple was they were ready to do the work. I was so impressed with how well they got it done. We gave them a game plan. You hear me say it all the time. Listen, if you're not quite there yet, don't worry. Me and my team, we're in this to get you a home. We want to make sure that you get into a home. So we gave them a game plan. And let me tell you something. Mrs. Bullock knocked that game plan right on out the door.
Sure did.
She did. And so they're happy homeowners today. We actually closed on their house. It was around this time, 2021. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I want to bring them on so that you guys can hear how their experience was. Did they believe that they couldn't own a home like a lot of us do? You know what I mean? Let you just go ahead and, I'm just going to let you guys run with it. How was your overall experience working with me and my team?
It was good. So we reached out to Monique about 2017 on Facebook. And when I first talked to her, her energy was very positive. And I was like, this is the one. She was passionate. She gave me a game plan. She asked us what our credit score was, and we wasn't there yet with our credit score. So she said, get your credit together and then, keep me posted on, keep me updated on what you're doing. So what I did is I pulled both our credit reports from the 3 bureaus, and we just paid off everything, settled with, and we got our credit together.
Let me jump in because you know what? You were amazing with that, Felicia. You say it like it's nothing, but let me tell you guys why I said just keep up with me. Let me know when you get your credit where it needs to be, which was at the time 620, 640. Felicia told me right away, listen, I'm working on my credit myself. She did the research, and she knew that she could go ahead and negotiate those credit with the creditors to get it either taken off or she could pay it. So she did all that herself. So she paid some, but she also negotiated quite a few of those deals as well as far as her credit goes, right?
Right.
Yeah, so she did that thing, and then she did get back with me. She kept up with me and, always let me know, hey, this is where I'm at with my credit. Now, John, you said you heard me on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I seen
and you told Felicia?
Yeah, I seen her on Facebook, and I'm like, Felicia, you got to see her. She a dog. She go after it. She the type of person that's going to make sure you get it, and everything what I seen on Facebook, she did it. She just went after it. She was for us, and I knew she was for us, and I was like, no, we got to go with her.
Yeah.
And once I showed Felicia, she's like, oh, yeah, let's call her. So I inboxed Monique, and then it just went from there right there. Once Felicia talked to her.
That was it. Because we were dealing with multiple realtors before, and it just wasn't so. When we met Monique, it was she was the one. You could tell, she was going to get the job done. So that's what
she went right in. It was just amazing deal. I mean, everything you see on Facebook is what she was doing. You think it's a joke, she really a dog. She going to go out. She a go-getter. She going to go out there and she going to... No, seriously. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that play football know what I'm talking about when I say dog. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that. Call me top dog.
Yeah, the top dog, y'all. She did her thing, and we really appreciate it. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience.
Here's the process step by step. She said, get your credit together, and when you're ready, call me. So I called her, and she told me the next step to take. She got me, the loan officer, the lender, to see
right,
what I can afford and
now,
what we need to do.
How was that process? So here's my thing, you guys. I'm always telling my listeners I always tell them, listen, I talk to you guys like family. I pretend when I speak into this mic that I'm talking to a cousin or to an auntie or to an uncle. You know what I mean? You guys, I don't meet a stranger. Y'all know me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling them, listen, you're thinking about getting a rental for what? It's a 5-minute conversation with the lender. And if it's a no, it's never a no. It's a not right now, if anything. But he's going to give you a game plan. So the same energy you're about to spend on a rental property, why not spend it on purchasing yourself a 30-year fixed loan and a home that nobody could put you out of? What do y'all say? How was it when you talked to the lender? Was it pretty fast?
It was pretty fast. Well, it was like a lot of, detailed stuff. You got to have this. You got to have that. You got to make sure that everything that they have you have to have it. You have to have a checklist. Everything they have tell you to get, you have to do it. That's the process.
You have to do the work. But it's not much different than when you go to get a rental. They need your paycheck stubs.
Right.
They need your ID. You have to send all that stuff in. So that's what I'm trying to tell them. That's not much different. You still have to provide these things for a rental. They have to run your credit, right?
Right.
It's kind of like the same process, right?
Yep.
So you guys talk to the lender, and then we got our approval. And at that time, there were multiple offers on homes. You remember?
Yes.
Go ahead and talk about that.
So Monique set us up on a search. So she was like, tell me what you're looking for, what area you want to live in. And then she put together a search, and we went out, we looked at homes. And
How many houses did we look at?
we looked at a lot, kind of, didn't we?
About 6 or 7, and we
Yeah.
told you what area we wanted, then you put that search, you narrowed it down.
We lost one house. Remember that?
Yeah,
We
that
lost
was good,
one
though.
house. Yeah, that ended up being a great
good,
thing,
yeah.
right? But at that time, it was a seller's market like it has been for like the last 8 years. There was multiple offers, right?
Yeah, it was like so many offers at once that we were putting in offers and wasn't seeing the property.
Right.
So we would
Write our offer.
Yeah, right off the back, just write the offer.
Yeah, we had to do that because a lot of people were using that, remember, as a strategy.
Yeah.
We wrote the offer. If we were lucky enough that they would accept our offer, because prices were going above and beyond what they were asking, right?
Yeah, they were selling the properties for more than they were appraising for.
And this was 2021.
Yep.
Just a couple years ago. So we decided, hey, we're just going to put the offer in. And if we get action on the offer, then I'll get you right out there to see the property, because if we didn't do that, we were losing homes by the time we went out to see them.
Yeah.
They were gone. Somebody.
It was horrible.
It was horrible, right? Yeah. So my listeners need to hear that, because I'm trying to tell them, listen, everybody right now is waiting on their hands for these rates to drop. They've already announced that they're going to do multiple cuts in 2024. Don't put yourself in this position, because Felicia and John are here to tell you they went through it when everybody jumped in the pool at once, and it was not pretty. If you're just tuning in, this is Monique Buchanan, and I've got none other than the Bullocks on here. One of my past clients that we bought a home in 2021. It was around Christmas time as well, and they're just sharing their testimony about working with me and my team, and also sharing with you their experience just 2 years ago here in the Las Vegas Valley. Multiple offers all over the place, people paying above and beyond the list price, you guys. Okay, it was so bad that we had to put the offer in first, and then hopefully if we got action on it, then we ran out and seen the house. That's coming back, you guys, as soon as these rates drop. I'm here to tell you. If you're interested, 702-984-3700. If you're looking for a realtor to represent you, a professional, 702-984-3700. My website is welcomehomewithmonique.com. You can check me out on YouTube, Welcome Home with Monique, as well. And let's jump back into the show. We've got Felicia and John just kind of giving you some insight into how it was when they purchased their beautiful home December of 2021. So guys, we were out there putting in offers, like we said. Mm-hmm. Then we would go see the property. Let me ask you guys something. Did you guys get any seller to give you closing costs?
No. The sellers, they wasn't budging. They were like, we have to actually pay out our pocket more than to get the seller to...
Well, because the sellers have multiple offers on their home. So if I'm giving, they're like, hey, listen, we've got 3 other people behind you guys. So they were not giving up any seller's closing costs. How shocked would you be if I told you right now, I've been getting $10,000 on average in closing costs for every one of my clients for the last 7 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy because we couldn't get nothing. It was like, it was a competition. Like we had to kind of stand out. You got to stand out in order for the seller to sell you the home that you want.
Right, absolutely. It was tough. It was tough. So, but we got it done. We got it done. And but that's what I'm trying to tell, everybody out there. Listen, if you're waiting on your hands, this is not the time. This is the time to allow me to get you a great deal. Unfortunately, when Felicia and John came by, we got them a sweet deal because you guys are sitting on some equity right now still, right?
Yeah.
You made some money on your home. But at the time that I was with them, I didn't have that negotiating power. It was not there. Simply because there were so many people trying to buy a home. And guess what, guys? That's what's going to happen again. But anyway, so you guys got the home. And you've been in it for 2 years now. Now, I know Felicia said, hey, we're looking to maybe even upgrade here soon.
Yes.
Which is something that you guys can do, right?
Yep, that would be nice.
Yeah. So like I tell all my clients all the time, listen, after a couple years, you're going to have equity, which John and Felicia do. They have over $100,000 worth of equity in their property. So we can pull up to almost 90% of that out. And now we can go reinvest into another property. But what else do you have to share about your experience? I mean, did I communicate well? When you called me, did I pick up? Or, were you able to get a hold of me?
Yeah.
Every time we needed you, you was there. It was on point. It's what you need when you trying to get a house. Because if you got people not answering the phone and you trying to get something done, then, it's hard to do it like that. It's better when you got somebody that you can communicate with all the time.
Yeah.
It was an amazing experience.
Well,
And then Monique is also big on deadlines. So if it's a deadlines that got to be met, she's going to make sure, because going in, you have to put down earnest money, which is like a deposit to hold your space. And if you don't get your loan closed by the end of that day, you lose your money. And Monique, she don't want her clients losing
No, not at all.
the money. So she was real big. It's not just to sell for her. She really want her clients to get the home that they want.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And it's true. I try to protect that money like it's mine.
Yeah.
Because, listen, if I lose your money, you definitely going to be mad at me. Even if it is not me that lost it, don't matter. You're going to out your money is not going to make you happy, right?
Yeah, because you're going to be back in the hole trying to save more money.
Right. And that's not good for
Yeah,
anybody.
because from start to finish, you have a time frame, and you have to get everything done within that time frame.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Monique makes sure that she stay on the call the loan officers. Well, do we have this and this and this? Get the appraisal done. Get the inspection. We have to have this done by this date. And people move on their own time, but Monique makes sure that they try to get that.
Well, I'll
time
say like what
limit.
John said. He called me. He said, I'm a dog at it. I was the watchdog. I'm the watchdog of my clients' money. I need to know, do you have what you need to have so we don't lose this money for the Bullocks?
Yeah.
No, I appreciate that.
I actually seen her go off on somebody for that. And I appreciate it, though, because, she saved money for us. You know what I'm saying?
In a professional way.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. She had to do what she had to do. So, she really for the people.
Yeah, she
really
makes sure you get the home that you want.
I appreciate that. So you had an experience or a friend that called you because you actually called me to try to help your friend.
Yes.
But unfortunately, because they walked into, it was a new home build, you guys. You guys hear me say all the time, do not walk in to these new home builders. I know that you think you're a professional now because you bought one home brand new and you had no problems. Don't do it. There's no need for it. You don't even have to pay for your realtor. So why not walk in and have somebody represent you? So he had a friend that went into a new home build, and unfortunately, things went awry. And I wanted my soul wanted to help them as much as I could. But unfortunately, once that's happened, I cannot do anything to try to, recoup anything that they've lost. But that happened. And so John reached out to me, and if I could have helped, I definitely would have. But so that's what happened, right? They walked into it.
By the time Monique got to it, it was too late, and they lost their money. And that, you don't want to lose your money. And it was a
substantial amount. It was a substantial amount of money. So please hear me when I say, please don't walk into these new homes. There's no need. Me and my team will come meet you once I walk you in. Once I sign and let them know, hey, these people are going to be represented by the Welcome Home team from KUNV 91.5. We're representing them. So make sure that everything that you've promised them is in that contract, because I will be looking it over. Okay?
Yeah,
They have somebody.
When you walk into the new build, it's like they're more like a salesperson. So they're selling you like a property. So they're giving you contracts. You don't understand what's going on. Somebody, you going in there not knowing like what you read. You need somebody to represent you. And Monique is the perfect person.
Well, thank you. Because those contracts are 100 pages sometimes.
Yeah, they are.
And then sometimes things will be promised that don't end up in that contract. Or one time, I've told my listeners before, we even had a situation where, we're almost closing on the property, and the island that was initially promised was not there. They put a smaller island in. Now, if you didn't have a realtor, what would you like? Okay, well, I'm going to tell them. But if they say, oh, well, we're almost done. You know what I mean? Just take that island.
Yeah, because you don't know how to go about. You don't know what to do.
You're intimidated in many cases, and not to say that the builders are, doing anything wrong. Absolutely not. They're great builders out there. But things come up. I mean, it's a 9-month process. All kinds of stuff can happen during those 9 months. You definitely want to have a professional there to have your back and represent you. But guys, I just really want to say I appreciate you guys. Okay, guys, if you're just tuning in, this is Monique Buchanan, and I can assist you in listing your property, or if you're looking to purchase a property, I can also assist you with that as well. If you're just moving into Las Vegas, I would love to help you purchase your home here in Las Vegas. And today we've got on some past clients, John and Felicia Bullock, and they were just going over their experience with me when it came to purchasing their home back in 2021, December. So guys, let me ask you one last question. How do you feel now as homeowners versus renters? What is the major differences? What do you want to speak on as far as, transitioning from being a renter to a homeowner?
It's just a great feeling when you sit down at that table, you're signing your closing documents, and you get the keys, and you walk in your house, and you like, this is mine, and you look around. And you kind of like appreciate it a little bit more. You want to get everything.
Right.
And then it's a lot of benefits too goes along with buying instead of renting.
You get to decorate it the way you want, right?
Yeah, what you want, you can paint it.
That payment's gonna stay the same. Nobody's gonna knock on your door saying you gotta leave because I'm selling the property.
And your money going to yourself.
Yes.
You ain't paying nobody else. It feels so good not to pay somebody else. You paying yourself.
And I know y'all have been to Home Depot quite a bit because you guys did some upgrades in that house.
Oh, yeah,
they sent me pictures and everything. You guys transformed that house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
a good feeling.
Beautiful.
Yes. It was a YouTuber that owned that house prior to you guys. Remember?
Yeah.
He had his whole YouTube studio set up, and you guys transformed it all.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous now. That backyard, you guys did an amazing thing in that backyard as well.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's the main thing is like with renters, they always hear me say this. As a renter, your best bet is to walk away with your security deposit. Sometimes you hear me say $2,000 what you're going to walk away with if you fight for it.
Yeah, if you got a hole in that wall, you ain't getting that.
Right. Or a stain on that carpet.
Yeah.
But as owners, when you guys walk away from the property, you're going to walk away with, $200,000 plus in most cases. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
right
some
now,
people don't understand that too.
They don't.
I be like, it's benefits.
It's benefits.
In owning the house. Y'all don't get it, and it's more than just that. My wife could tell it's so much more.
It's a lot of benefits. Even like paying, like you got into the 15th versus the 5-day to quit. If you don't pay in 5 days, they put in the letter on your.
And to be honest with you, that's a great point, Felicia. You've got 15 days before you're late, and all you get is a late fee. But you can actually go the full month, and you will not have a late on your mortgage. So if, God forbid, you need the whole month, you can do that.
Yeah.
So then as long as you pay it before that month is up and it hits before the next month comes, you're fine. The only thing about the 15th is you'll get like a $50 late fee.
Right.
But you still can push it further if you need to. Now, as a renter, what do you have, 5 days?
5 days or get out.
Wow.
5 days to quit.
And then, like I said, don't let somebody come knock on your door and say, hey, I know you have your family living here, but we've decided to sell that property.
Right.
Or how about last summer? Oh, by the way, we've decided that on your lease this year, we're going to up your payment by $750.
Yeah, they can't do that.
They can't do that.
You're in
mortgage.
control of your own destiny.
So your mortgages stay the same.
Your mortgage stays the same. The only way it can go up a little bit is from taxes. Okay, you're not going to see a $750 increase. That's crazy. It's a 30-year fixed, right? Mm-hmm. So that's a major thing, to have that security for your family.
And that was a big goal on the house.
Yeah,
like we
that's a
wrote
big
our
goal.
goals down, and I was on the top of the list right there is to own a house.
Right, absolutely. And you guys have done it, and I'm so proud of y'all because you guys did the work. And I really appreciated that, and it was my goal to get you into a home. We did the work together as a team, and we got it done. Mm-hmm. And now you guys bless me because I come over with my kids on Halloween, and I don't have to do anything. But you guys, if you're just tuning in, these are some of my past clients that are now, of course, my friends. And if you're looking to purchase a home or you need guidance or direction, I'm here for that, okay? That my heart is in this. I hope that was relayed today somehow. Would you guys say that my heart is in this?
Yeah,
we know it
real
is.
passionate about what she does.
Once we seen her, I'm telling y'all, once we seen her on Facebook, it was over, and I showed my wife. She was like, "Oh yeah,
I was
give her a
like,
call."
this is it. This is my girl. We clicked, and it was instantly a go for us.
Yes, well, yeah, but we clicked because you were willing to do the work. You know what I mean? So I want to thank you guys for coming on. I really appreciate your guys' testimony, and and just having my back and letting folks know I'm out here trying to do this for real, and it's not for the money. It's for me to give keys and just, have that smile on the face like you guys. Like you said, on closing day, y'all were ear to ear.
When y'all called me and y'all told me, you was like, should we tell him, Felicia? And y'all told me I was at work. I took off my shirt. I was sweating. I couldn't believe it because we did do so much to do that.
Yeah.
I just couldn't believe it. I was sweating. Everybody at work, I'm like, you okay? I had to take off. I was sweating. So it was just such an amazing feeling.
That's
it was
awesome.
a tedious process.
Yes. But you guys did it. You got through it all.
Yeah, we did it
together.
It's hard, but don't ever give
Don't
up.
give
If you want
up.
to do it, you should fight till the end. And Monique is the person that will help you get to the end if you want it. You got to want it for yourself, though, too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
So for 2024, if your goal is to become a homeowner, I'm here. Me and my team, we're here to help you achieve that goal. Thank you guys for coming on. I appreciate it. We're going to pivot now. If you are wanting to become a homeowner, I'm just going to go over a couple things with you. Once again, my number, if you know anybody that's looking to purchase a home, Felicia and John were first-time home buyers. What does that mean? That means that they had not owned a home within the last 3 years. So that goes for you guys too. If you have not purchased a home within the last 3 years, you are considered a first-time home buyer, which means break up that myth. You do not need 20% down. You do not need 10% down. You only have to put 3.5% down on your home. Okay, guys? That is minimal. Very minimal. It's doable. You can pull that money out of your 401k if you do not have it saved up. Listen, you can reach me at 702-984-3700. We'll get it fixed. We'll get it worked out. I'll give you a game plan. Get you with my lender, and he will give you a game plan. You just need at least a 640 credit score right now, and we can get you on into a home. 2 years on the job. Does not have to be the same job, you guys, as long as you have been employed for 2 years. Also, multiple people can be on the loan. So if you've got dad, mom, the kids have jobs, you guys can all jump on a loan together. It's okay. You can do that, all right? Now, listen, you're going to hear people say, oh, the rates are high. The rates are high. By the way, they just came down a little bit. The feds have already announced that they plan on doing multiple rate cuts this year. So what does that mean for you? That means, listen, we still have very low inventory. Don't be in the fight that Felicia and John had to fight to get their home. You heard them. There was multiple offers everywhere, okay? So bad that we were putting offers in before we even seen the house. Don't put yourself in that position. There's no need. I can help you right now. And because I have the leverage over the sellers right now, and I don't know how long this is going to last, guys, because as the feds lower the rates, the home prices go up, and the sellers will stop giving concessions. They'll stop being, or they won't be willing to pay closing costs. The builders will no longer offer closing costs as well. They have no reason to. So this is the time, you guys. This is the time. This is your opportunity right now. Let me get you into a home. Let me negotiate the sellers to buy down your rate. I will get closing costs for them. I can negotiate that from them right now. Once I secure those funds from the seller, we can buy down your rate. And then guess what? You'll be in the, 5.25s right now, possibly the 4s, depending on how much I can negotiate. And guess what? We can do this all the way up to jumbo loans, you guys. Jumbo loans, we can do this. Do not wait like everybody else and end up paying over list price for your property if you're lucky enough to even get your offer accepted. Because that's what's going to happen, guys. As soon as these rates drop, it's going to be a fight for the house, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, if you're thinking about listing your property, you can reach me at 702-984-3700. If you have an ugly house, a probate house, or even if you've received, unfortunately, a notice of default, listen, I'm here to help. I'm here to give you that guidance, okay? If we can save the house, we'll save it. If not, listen, we'll go ahead and sell it so that you can walk away with something rather than nothing, okay? Which brings me back to, John, you first reached out to me. I just remembered, actually, before we wrap this show up, you reached out to me to help one of your friends, right?
Yeah, my uncle.
Yeah, your uncle.
Yeah.
That was going through something with his house. Can you touch on that, actually?
Yeah, he was going through something with his house. Him and my mom was on the phone, and they both was just, they was talking about it, and it didn't sound too good. And I'm like, hold on, I think I can help y'all. Let me call this lady I seen on Facebook. She seemed like she pretty good. And as soon as I called her, she said, hold on right there. And she stopped everything. He was about to lose his house. He wasn't going to get nothing. And she stopped everything, and one day, she got everything handled. Seriously, y'all probably don't believe me, but I'm talking about one day she knew what was going to happen. It was crazy. Yeah. And then from there, that's when me and my wife, we was like, that's who we going with.
Right.
That's how it started.
Yeah, you know what? I'm like, wait a minute. I remember you did reach out to me.
Yeah.
And he had been in that house for 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
And they were going to take everything that he had in that house for 20 years.
Yep.
And I said, no, we can't do this.
Yeah, she stopped
We can't do this. That's not going to happen. I don't care if he walk away with 10, 20,000, he's going to walk away with something. You're not going to take everything from this man.
Yeah, she did it.
I appreciate you reaching out to me for that. That was the first time you reached out to me.
Yeah, that was the first time I did.
It dawned on me as I'm telling them to call me if they're going through this. If like John said, thank you, John. I forgot about that. If you're going through this, there's no need for you to walk away with nothing, okay? I know the timelines. I know how long we have to get the house sold, okay? I know that we need to be aggressive if we don't have a lot of time. But let's make sure that you walk away with something. Don't let the bank take your money, okay? So I'm here to help. And also, probate. If you've been inherited, you inherited a home, maybe has a lot of repairs that you're just like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do? I'm here to help. I have a whole team. I can give you in 24 hours a cash offer, or I'll go over what that looks like with you if we decide to just go traditional and I help list it on that end. I'm here to help you guys. If this interests you or you have a family member or any friends that that needs my guidance or help, 702-984-3700. Listen, guys, I want you to have a Merry Christmas, and like always, to God be the glory. And Merry Christmas, Felicia and John. Thank you so much again for coming on. I appreciate you guys sharing your testimony.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right.
And we'll be back when we get our new house.
That's right. And that's 2024. I'm giving that to the Lord. Okay, guys, have a blessed Christmas.